Okay. Am I live? Okay. Forgive the parakeets, folks. You'll probably find it quite odd. Parakeets in Staines with my reputation. Yeah, but every day they sort of like fly through here. Occasionally sort of like hanging out in one of the trees, making a load of noise, like a load of sooties from City and Sweet, but like hundreds of them. Long story on the whole, how the parakeets came to be where they are here. It's mainly in the sort of Surrey area. I don't think they've gone any much further than sort of like. I think there's some like it's in the London vicinity anyway. I don't think they've gone any further than that. I don't know. I'm sure someone will say. But anyway, there you go. Right. Okay. So here we go. Manchester from December 2019. Now this is interesting. February 2019. Sorry, February 2019. Now remember, all the Maxes were grounded in March 2019, and so this is before TUI had to ground all of their Maxes. What's interesting, just very quickly, just to discuss this whole thing with aircraft being on the ground, these Maxes at Manchester, I think there is an FAA regulation or something like that where an aircraft can only be on the ground for a maximum of, I think it's 180 days before it has to go through a very, very major sort of like overhaul, because it's been just sitting on its haunches and it's not obviously designed, you know, it's designed to fly. So, you know, that's why they've been bringing BA's 380s into Heathrow to do the undercarriage swing tests, just to make sure that all the, because obviously all that weight on the bearings and on all the components sort of like can create stresses and tiny little minute cracks on shims and stuff like that we've been talking about earlier. So obviously they have to go through all these very, very strict regimes of tests and so on and so forth. So these Maxes that are parked up at Manchester at the moment will have to go through a very, very, it's not just like, right, wheel them into a hangar, go on there, get your laptop, put the software in, updates that is, which is a little bit concerning for me. I mean, I want to see these things fly, because we were just discussing, it was only March 2019 that they retired, that they grounded all the Maxes. And of course the great thing is that Boeing are now going through extensive programs of flying them again. The only little concern for me is the fact that I think it's just a software change, not a physical change onto the aircraft. I don't think there's any sort of like, you know, little hydrofoils or anything like that to change the flow of air or anything like that, because the main reason why the Maxes were grounded was because the engines are so massive on an old airframe that it didn't quite marry too well. And of course the onboard MCAS systems, I believe it is, basically kept wanting to push the aircraft down, so it just a terrible scenario, which they apparently have fixed now. They've taken her on long-range tests in the US. So, but it will take a long time for all these Maxes to come back into circulation. By now, think of what it would have been like by now if they hadn't have had those issues. They would have been right up there. But as it stands at the moment, Airbus have obviously taken the lead role in all of that. Boeing must be sort of like, you know, thankful that there's been these hold-ups, because you know, these 320neos are a very, very popular aircraft, even though they have actually had a few issues as well, and we've seen that at London Heathrow when they're coming into land in high wind conditions. You can see if there's a crosswind, you've got a bigger engine, so all that wind hitting the side of the engine, it can sort of like cause them to be a little bit unstable on approach. And that's great stuff to see. A lot of people sending in requests. Keep those requests coming, folks, and we'll sort of like go through them maybe on the show and get some kind of a voting things going on. But rest assured, we will try our best to play out all of those requested shows. We've got a lot of days to do it, so Like today, we've had how many shows have we put out today? One. We've got the Schiphol piece this morning, Brooklands, and now we're going to do another one, which is Manchester. With no further ado, ladies and gents, this is Manchester from the Airport Pub. Make sure you give them a look up. Got the A350 1000 going out right in front of us because they haven't closed that taxiway off yet. So it's right down to the perimeter fence, including a 747, I think, as well. I'm pretty sure we will get a Virgin 747. Certainly got one landing. And of course they come past us and land on that up ramp because the runway's sort of like, you know, it's sort of like shaped a bit like that. It's got a bit of hump in the middle. What hump? Walk this way. No, this way. Young Frankenstein, if you don't know what I'm talking about there. Brilliant movie. Yeah, so Manchester, enjoy it, folks. And we will get. Oh, we can't rig up the couch cam, can we, Jilly? Not now, because we'd have to stop everything and start it, so I'd have to do it from the TV, wouldn't I? So we'll do that tomorrow, ladies and gents. We're going to play out the Cologne piece tomorrow. It goes into the evening as well. And also bear in mind that tomorrow we've got to do some quite a lot of admin work tomorrow, folks. So we've got quite a lot of orders that we've got to procure for you guys who've put your orders through. Please don't ask us about, you know, the status of your order while we're on the show. Jilly's absolutely flat out on her own doing all the tech stuff, folks. So we have to keep an eye and monitor all the feeds and everything. So if you could send it in via email, it'd be a lot easier for us. But keep those requests coming in. Feedback at bigjet.tv, but also be as detailed as you can. Hunt it down, do a little bit of research, find out when it was. Don't just send in a request saying, can you find a video with a jumbo in it? Because there's hundreds of them. So if you want something specific, let us know what date it was. It will always give you the date on the video archive and so on and so forth. But yeah, rest assured we'll play out as many as we can. But this. Or a link, yeah, just copy and paste the link into an email. There you go. But put your name in there as well, so we can read out your name on there as well. Not just John from Carlisle. So, and hello to John if you're watching from Carlisle. I don't know. Sorry about that. But watch this. This is a good one. Right in your face action from the Manchester Pub. Again, wishing Terry and all his family well up there at Manchester. Hopefully you'll be back in business very soon, and we'll hopefully come up and see you soon as well. So enjoy it. This is definitely Manchester from February 2019, pre-Max. Okay, enjoy. Go light whenever you like. Pad up test, pan down test, left and right test, all good. Community tab, yeah? Okay, we got you. We got you. Haha, there we are. There we are. Guys, okay, just gonna pan round. We got audio, yeah? There's a little Neo. Okay, folks. There she is. This is the 1000 as well. We caught the inaugural flight of this aircraft out of here. Apparently got a TUI Dreamliner inbound. Thanks to Jeff for that.
Saudi.
Oh, is it Saudi, is it? Okay, sorry. Wow. Yeah, she's making a lot of noise. Just had a remarkable moment here, folks. Tell you about it in a second. Had a CRJ going out, front wheel locked. Skewing all over the place. Tyre smoke like you can't believe off the front tyres. His front wheels were locked. Still managed to make it. Took the aircraft up into the air, but I thought he was going to reject the takeoff. But just incredible, man. Just incredible. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that head-on profile. Isn't that a beauty? Bit of a crosswind. Nicely done, son. She rolls off down the other side. You see the up ramp. Oh, yeah. Nick, Burton, Luke, Sam, Steve, Eunice. Welcome, everybody. Big Jet TV Elite members. Just for you, folks. Big shout out to Terry at the Manchester Airport Pub. Wing literally overhanging the fence here at the Boozer. Feel the walk straight out to Hong Kong. Here we go.
Charlie Deary, hello. Beverly Youngs, Kaylee Seymour, Trish Peters, Phil Loxham. It's really nice for Trish and Sarah, and of course Jilly. I mean, I say it to have a break, but it's still work, guys. Chris Simpson just missed out on member 900 to DJ's Aviation. Dano got it. He's 901. Perry Howard, hello, how are you doing? DJ's Aviation, there he is, Dano. Richard Thomas over on Facebook. Steve Wilson, Georgina Johnson, Amitabh Sharma Roy. Sarah, none shall pass. Michael G. Kelly, Wendy Van de Veg, of course. Brian McKenney. Jerry, my wife says you sound like Pete Tong. Ranier Corporal, Georgina Johnson, Nick Couch, Tony Bagman. Jesus Murphy. Wayne GCC was first in the house on Facebook. Michael Venter, Sammy Lambert, Simon Cantwell, Amy AR. Good afternoon. Scott Feltham, Dean Costello, Andy Dance, Mandy Davis, and Ken is in the house. Paul Maskell. Hope everything's working on Facebook now for you folks. Make sure you keep an eye out and subscribe to DJ's Aviation for all your latest news on international travel, airliner information on what's being bought and what's being sold. Like I said, folks, I had a moment before we went live, literally as I scaled myself over onto the. Is that TUI Dreamliner coming out? Yeah, nice. As I scaled myself out here onto the balcony, it was a CRJ that lined up, went out, and his front wheel locked up. He was skewing all over the place, and I thought he was going to reject it. I know I've done this before, but just in case you didn't hear it, it would have been another viral moment, but unfortunately I just missed it. So there you go. And like Jilly said, you can't be greedy. He's already got his speed brakes down, so he's going straight out. Of course, it's an ATR, so what am I talking about? Wouldn't have those speed brakes, those spoilers up. It's only on the dash 8. Rumour has it, not 100% sure about this, I don't know if it's true, but apparently we do have an MD-11, Lufthansa MD-11 making its way in. I'll believe that when I see it, but hopefully it's true. Chris Godwin is in the house from Costa Rica. Perry Howard, Ade Dodds. Okay, well, it has come to Manchester before, folks. Has come to Manchester before. Yeah. So, well, let's hope. 8 Dodds handbrake turn back for the ATR there. David Fisher, how you doing, my friend? Mally Beard, good morning. Jerry, Jeff, and Jill. Benny Vasut, was that Benny? Sorry. Wow, just so many of you guys. So good to see you in the house. Mark Hellingberg. Paul Hopper, or Hooper, sorry. Lee Michelle Richards. Paul Whitehead, Richie Torbs back in the house. There's one of your kites, Rich, right there. I think, I'm not sure, am I right in saying that is my audio being picked up here all right? Because it's Ben 24/7, that a personal jet, question mark. Yeah, it's okay, it's fine. Okay, good. Craig Ziche is watching. Hello, Craig. Rich Horrocks, Stephen Carter, Dean Costello, Nick Couch, Michael G. Kelly, Sam Reed, Caroline Booty, Mikey van der Aaron, Avec Lahat, Jonathan Parry, Jane Leek. Good day to you all tuning in, elite members. Okay, we've got a Qatar 777 on approach, 10,000 feet at the moment. What you got? Don't tell me it's a 747. Please tell me. Oh yeah. No. No. What, 74? Folks, we apparently have a Virgin 747 on the positioning flight from Gatwick to Manchester, specially laid on for Big Jet TV elite members. How about that, folks? Have some of that, son. Janie Leake. Jonathan Parry, welcome up. Sit no. Wow, about 25-30 minutes away. So she's literally just taken off then. She's not far from having taken off, I'd imagine. Yeah, look at this, man. Look at this for the pub, folks. Look at this. That's how close you are. If you're down there, you're going to get a nice bit of prop wash. Yeah, nice warm prop wash, man. Loving that. And a nice smelly one as well. It's like Jago's in the house. Or is it Jago? Warminator. He's here, he's here. Trent 7, long spool up, here we go. Single stage, but there it is. Wow! Oh man! Eagle man! Ha ha! So you can see the hump in the runway as he disappears down the other side. How was that, Torby? Was that good? Did he do well? What? ATR. Beautiful Dreamliner sitting there. Qatar 777 imminent arrival coming from Darren Mason. Thanks for that, mate. Jason Petrie, I took my nephew to the airport pub every Sunday for 20 years ago now. He's in Jerez, Spain, training to be a pilot for Thomas Cook. Well, Jason, how about that? Isn't that fantastic? A dream come true, Jet 2 737. Quite a heavy landing there. A smoky old touchdown. Inaugural wing design, T-tail. DJ loving that 737. Dora Gerber saying, good afternoon from the land of cows, cheese and chocolates. GVA is my airport. Good day to you, Dora. Hope you're well. Stewie Richardson, good afternoon. Georgina Johnson, be back soon.
Let's just catch that one going out. Give him a little bit of credit. Should rotate just before the what hump.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no, 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 no. What was that all about? Sorry. Sorry. I don't know what that was. I really don't know what that was. My apologies. I'm back.
Triples in after this one.
Okay, we've got the triple in after this one. Sorry about that, folks. Stevie McGuinness. Richard Bonfield, hello. Kathy Marshall's in the house. Hello, Kathy, out there in YouTube land. Fifi Laguna, Alan Warren. Mario Pono, good day to you. Tuning in from Southampton. What's that, GP? I don't know. Oh, yes. I see what you mean, yeah.
Oh, he landed that one a long way down. Looks like the triple's going to be coming in before the Dreamliner moves on its way.
Richard Bonfield, the Sundowner on the Mako Beach is the best bar in the world, no contest.
Yeah, I can imagine that, my friend. But yeah, most definitely. That takes a lot of beating, of course. But you want frequency. That's the one thing. We had this discussion last week about us going out to Maho Beach or Maho Beach. For Big Jet TV, it wouldn't really be that beneficial just because the frequency of aircraft movements, and also you've got to keep people occupied, man. So you need airports that have got good amount of frequency, a lot of aircraft movements, a lot of things going on. A lot of apron action, stuff like that. I don't know if you saw my show from Stansted with the 747-8, but it is remarkable how thick the carbon is on those Gen X engines. I don't know if they're using Rolls-Royce or the Gen X type, but I think they're Gen X on the TUI Dreamliners. But it's really thick, that carbon, for that rear section with those scalloped cowls. There we go, thanks mate. Maddie Howard asking, that's why we don't see you up here at Glasgow. Well, I'd imagine, to be honest with you, Maddie, it's a long, long way to go. Hold on, stand by. Anyone would think I did that fade on purpose. Well, if you missed that one, you got another one coming up in a little while. Is this triple coming in now? Ian Shakespeare was typing a letter, and then the notification came up, and that was the end of that. William Morton. Just having a chat there with Warmanator. Yeah, we'll be on the mound. I think the pretty standard spotting position at Dublin. I believe there's a few there, but or is that? Okay, she comes now. You want to listen out for the little vortex. Might get the little vortex noise off of this 777. We did last time we were here, so don't know if the mic will pick it up, but have a listen out for it. I've just seen someone who's actually dressed in 1980s getup from Duran Duran. I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking. Fair play to the fella. He's literally come out of Stewie's time machine. Hold on a minute. I'll come into it in a minute. Shouldn't really do it, but I've got to show you guys. I've got to show you. Here we go. Listen out for the. Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful. Look at that. We did get quite a lot of waves this morning when we were over on the south side, down on the south side. Oh, Trish, that's great. Lee Russell, good morning. Moxie Magic. Yeah. This is one of their, is that Austria? Never get the bloody flags right. Thanks for that, mate. Shout out the Virgin on finals. Oh, poor old Wendy. When you're flying on these mini buses now, or even on the older aircraft, you know, like the 747s or 757s powered by the RB211s, it is incredible to see the technology, the new technology of the new engines. When you look at the GE90s and the Trents with their huge fan blades and limited number of fan blades. I mean, and then look at the CFM56, for example. Just the multitude of fan blades in there, like 3 times the amount. Absolutely incredible. Just opting for that, obviously, that bigger blade now, as opposed to multiple smaller blades. Debbie Speller's looking forward to Dublin. Dane Grayson. Did you see BA25 to Hong Kong last night? Jets LEA had to circle for 2 hours 45 minutes to dump fuel over the channel because flaps didn't retract after takeoff. Wow, it did 17 loops. Wow, that's great information. Thanks for that, Dane Grayson. Lawrence Robson, Andrew Strain.
Paul McCormick's in the house on Facebook. How you doing, Paul? Clive Eccles. Clive Eccles, hi all, out in the car park. Mel Noonan. How you doing, Mel? Oh, look what's joined the back of this queue. Yeah. Oh, look at that for a shot, mate. Look at that for a shot. Hey, hey. That's not your average NCP, that ain't. You paid your parking, mate. Oh, nice little Saab coming in, Tom Ernst. Give him a shout out on that. Let's grab that. Nice. Look at him, man. Of course, these are CF6 engines on the on this 747, I'd imagine, I believe. And there's a 747 inbound. Ho ho! Stuart Malloy, thanks for that, mate. Moxie Magic 747 in next. John Elliott. Paul McCormick, g'day. Aussie crew in the house. What's called Neil? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? The Warminator. He used the ramp like a ski ramp on a. He actually went up the ski ramp like on the aircraft carriers. Plane. Neil. What a name for a plane. It's like calling it Bob. Okay, 747 in next. Here we go, folks. All the fun of the fair. Ha ha, yeah. All the way from G to the Wick. Here's one for Dano. Likes his 737s. Oh, it's a Max. Nice. Someone called that just now and I missed it. My apologies if you did point that out. We've got Jet 2 757 coming in off, okay. Oh, look what's behind the 747. I see there's 757. Beverly Young saying a lot of loud buzzing on the mic. Is that right? We've got a lot of loud buzzing on the mic. I think the buzzing is the aircraft. I mean, I'll be honest with you folks, I'm all for progress, and especially for the airlines. I spoke to Virgin some time ago about doing something on their 747s. And really they're just not interested because they just want to get these things out of the fleet and get the 350s online, but they just need to appreciate that there's millions of people out there who love their 747s. It is what? Okay. Jupp Nielsen just got in time. Andy Dance, Jane Leake, how you doing? Welcome, Tony Bagman. No buzzing here. Lawrence Robson, Fifi. Oh, is this GV Rom? Or was that GV Rom that just landed? That position flight? Because Neil Warman's saying that Queen was the one that made the emergency landing with her outboard gear retracted. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is the one going out. Okay, 757 inbound. Here we go. Reading up the other day, anyone interested? The average tyre pressure on these aircraft is around about 200 psi. Okay, Dave Etheridge saying that GV Rom is the one about to depart. So this is the one that had the, I believe it was the left side gear that was retracted. Obviously the skipper did a fantastic job. Must have put an amazing amount of stress on the right-hand side of the aircraft, or the right-hand mains, I would have thought. Landing all that weight onto the mains. Obviously burnt off a significant amount of fuel before he came in, but he still had all the passengers on board and all the luggage, so still a tremendous amount of weight to be going down on that right-hand gear. And obviously he still had the bogies as well, I believe. It was just that one far left-hand side. Oh, it's the right side. My apologies, Neil. Thank you. Farah Shaw, loving it. Farah Shaw. Hopefully I've got your name right there, my friend. Farah, welcome to Big Jet TV, and thank you for joining the friendliest aviation community in the world. Ron Perkins, good afternoon to you. Jonathan Parry, Scott Tarpley, Les Mackin. Hello from Stoke-on-Trent. Mally Beard. Mally Beard's just mentioning that our clip was on Sky News last night. Once again, I was saying that it was. I was saying to Jeff that it was. It just feels good to me that we put it out on Big Jet TV, and it was you guys who saw it live and exclusive before anyone else in the world saw it. Whoa! Little bit offline there, son. Okay. We'll catch the next one when he's a little bit further out, I think. Here she comes. Wow, yeah. Wow, he's low there.
Coffee or you want to drink down the pipe? Do you want coffee? Yeah. The woods. What do you want?
Yeah. I nearly said the birds in the woods.
Well, probably do actually, but as well as anywhere else.
Yeah, I'll just have a latte. Thanks, man. Yeah. Rolls-Royce power. See the old SATCOM blister right there on the top of the fuselage. Iceland Air have actually been given one of the best ratings for onboard Wi-Fi. Richardson, sleek looking. Neil Warman, not surprised with a blister that size. Oh, there's another 757 inbound. Here we go. Oh, that was a little bit. Cough it up, might be a gold watch. That is horrible, isn't it? I hate that, man. To fly the Express, look. Now this is where you'll see the spoilers retract. And he pushes it out through the gate. Here we go. Pressure's up. Bang. Sorry about that. Just reading a comment. Oh, me and Neil will be on one of those next week, on Wednesday, and a G to the Wick. Manny Beard, good afternoon. Graham Hill's in the house. Thea Love's in the house. Thea, of course, the wonderful Thea Love. Just an update on the equipment, folks. We did have an offer. So I eventually managed to reply to the bloke on. Hopefully we might sell that equipment, get our new sticks. Wow, that was an early, mind you, for a turboprop. Right, I'm going to grab this one. Make sure I don't miss anything, because just as they're dropping through 300, there's a little bit of turbulent air just in that spacing. Here he is, look. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, sugar.
No, thanks, man. Cheers. Oh, it's chocolate.
Wrong way round.
Sorry about that. Quite good seeing it from that perspective, actually. Mind that. One thing I do know is that Dublin can be a hairy approach. Every time I've flown into Dublin, it's always been bumpy. Nice. CFM 56 power, I believe, or a Pratt & Whitney's. Oh, thank you so much, dear. I'm sure we will. I had a guy come on the other day and asked if we'd do like a package deal for all the equipment, because some bloke robbed all of his equipment out of the car, which is a great shame, man. So I told him $285 for the whole lot, if you want it. Well, we'll be lucky with the rain. Paul Whitehead's going MCO. Orlando, is it? Okay. On a Virgin 747 next week from London Gatwick. Wow, lucky you, Paul. Get around a bit, me old son. Yeah. Justin Waddington wants to say hi to you, mate. He's promised me a pint. Hey!
Not tonight, he's going out for the Chinese.
Teddy Thomas, what an absolute shout. Kevin Garside. Avgeet Mel's in the house. Avgeet Mel, Manchester, a Mancunian Avgeet Mel, I believe. Nick Owen tuning in from Cincinnati. How you doing there, Nick? Avgeet Mel due at 12:37 to his latest brand new 737 Max 8 Golf Tango uniform. Mike Charlie from GVA had its first commercial flight in Manchester GVA this morning. Wow. Oh, was that the one we just caught? Oh. Okay. I love that perspective, man. I mean, you know me, guys. I love my. I love to get deep in on aircraft, but that perspective, just showing how close they are to us at the pub here. Okay, who's asking that? Jock and B asking if that fire training rig over there was purpose-built for the job. Well, it is an old front end of a 747 there, my friend, Jockham, and the back end of a DC-10. Well, I mean, I don't think that is, I think that was hand-built, that section, but I think that is the front end of probably an old 747, 1 or 200 or something like that. Wow. Kiara Willis, it's amazing. Yeah, the one over there, the fire trainings section is very much like the one at Heathrow that we saw up in flames last week, if you watched the show. Big old carbon blades on that ATR. Yes, a big old rig. James from Cornick, thank you very much indeed, Ian. Austin is in the house. Interesting little bit of information this morning from one of our members, can't remember who it was, sorry, mentioning about the one and only A318 that BA own, doing, and it's their #1 aircraft or something like that, BA1 or something, that does a flight out from, is it London Gatwick to Ireland and then Ireland to New York or something like that? Lucy, where was Lucy? I've just seen that someone saying hi to Lucy. Okay. Oh. DJ is saying, just want to say thanks for providing these streams, Jerry. We all are very grateful for the effort you go to do this. It's very relaxing to have off to the side. Loving that, man. Loving that. Thanks, Dano. And the same goes to you, mate. The amount of effort you put in, the amount of updates that you do is quite incredible. And we all love it here in the UK. Greased it. Got a little intersect going out. Darren Smith's in the house. Oh, Andy Gibson saying they are purpose-built fire rigs. They are not former aircraft. Oh well, there you go. Could have fooled me, but fair enough. Just looks like a 747 front end and an MD-11 or DC-10 rear end. I was pretty sure that the rear section was not. It just doesn't look right to be an MD-11, but a DC-10's rear engine. But I thought that and of course, when you actually think about it and look at it, the hump on the 747, it's too modern, if you see what I mean, rather than an old 100, which would just be a tiny little hump. What hump? Great information, though. Ian Austin, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. David Michael, hello. Tuning in on Facebook. Dean Newton's in the house. Hello, Dean. Corn is in the house. Yeah, it's not aluminium. Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. It is, of course, made of all made of steel. Because, like he says quite rightly, if it was aluminium, then it would, or aluminum, it would have melted a long time ago. So yes, that really puts paid to it. That it is most definitely purpose-built, and why they all look the same, most of them, because they're obviously hand-built out of all steel. Obviously modelled on an aircraft, modelled on a 747, or the back end modelled on a DC-10 or MD-11, but by most definitely not the original materials. Otherwise it'd just be a mass of molten liquid on the floor. Make sure you put Wednesday in your diaries, folks. If you've got time in the morning, tune in around about 11 o'clock. We should be live by about 11 o'clock from Dublin. Gonna see if we can get a sneak peek across at the hangars. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know what the positioning is of the hangars where they're painting the BOAC 747, but we'll try and get a little look in there if we can. Johnny Freeman's in the house. Great show this morning, Retro Gold member. Well, Johnny, hashtag Retro Gold. Brilliant. Mandy Davis. Great to see you guys loving, not loving, but liking each other's comments as well. Yeah, Alistair Hopkinson, obviously made from very heavy grade steel. Decent. Love that shot, love that shot. Those old Ryanair boys know how to handle a gusty landing. Like I said, Dublin more often than not on a day like this. Judy Chaston, no, you're absolutely bang on there. I'll be honest with you, if we went over to the AVP, I'd more than likely get up on the bench, because that's what I do every time I go over there anyway. So whether or not... that's in the old EasyJet. Is that the old EasyJet livery? Dibby. Ryanair always slam it down. Hey, will you be including ATC from Dublin, Andrew Espeland? To be honest with you, Andrew, we need to check the legalities of that, because it's UK airspace. Is that unmarked 330 that was that we saw this morning? Is he moving? I can see something. I think Dublin comes under UK airspace, and therefore the legality of running ATC will probably not be happening, I'd imagine, unfortunately. Yeah, Dano just asking about the Boeing 747 arrival and first commercial flight of it in its new retro BOAC livery. Kind of still tossing up the whether or not which one we're gonna do Freeview, which one we're gonna do Elite. To be perfectly honest with you, I want to give you guys the first look. You know, it's a tough decision to make. Well, it's not really. I want to give it to Elite members. Oh, okay, so if Dublin is on live ATC, then it's legal. We will run ATC from Dublin. How about that? It's a little BA Embraer, is it? In from City by any chance? Yeah, Munich will be a good show, man. Out there with the Dirk Meister. Tom
Tom, sorry. Wrong country, yeah. And wrong name. Go on, Sam. Wow. Silence. Yeah, no, that's actually a very that's very interesting point there, which is true, that when we did have ATC, whoa, here we go, look. Wow, smell that kerosene, man. Vortex, listen. Yeah, no, we were just talking about the ATC there, and it did used to be a little bit more of a hindrance than you know, than good, because it was just sort of like, you know, all crackly, and you know, just people would get annoyed with it, and it would be something that I would have to constantly work on during the show, and it was actually quite a bind. Okay, Ron Perkins saying it's crystal clear. Well, look, we'll take the radio out with us for sure. Give it a try. And of course, big shout out to the boys just down the road here from Radio World. You all know the crack with those guys. Good bunch of fellas. RadioWorld.com, I think it is, that you need to visit there. Janie Wood, hello. Oh, is it .co.uk? RadioWorld.co.uk. Sorry, folks. Armand Schoenbrood, good afternoon. From a very wet, very windy Maastricht in the Netherlands. Yes, visited Maastricht a couple of times. Mentioned that in a show a couple of times ago about the flying in there with my dad in his DC-8 54 freighter and stopping over, and there was an old Meteor that was that apparently is now in the museum there. Yeah, we'll give it a try with the radio, but if it's oh, this is bad. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, Ron Perkins mentioning a very good point there, that crew members can listen to the live ATC through their browsers. Oh, Nick Brown, brand new Max, next one in. This is the 2-eat brand new Max that Ender was talking about. George Norman, that is my pleasure, my friend. What's that? What's that? Oh, Avgeek Mel, sorry, Avgeek Mel that mentioned that. Thank God for Jilly, because otherwise I'd be getting everyone's names wrong and doing everything wrong. And Adrian James, you're absolutely bang on with that, thanking the airport pub for this great location. Well, I'll tell you what, it is pretty exclusive because Terry very kindly lets us up here on the top of the balcony. This is where Sky News were a couple of days ago when they had the snow here, remember? Look at high speed approach, man. Got a little biz jet coming out, I think. Not this Embraer, but this one up here. Is that a little Saab? Events video 123. Avgeek Mel, thank you. What's that, Jilly? Oh, okay. Oh, events video. That's Shay, is it? Okay. Anyone got the engines on these? This Embraer? Is it a 175? What engines are they running on there? Do what? Oh, General Electric, little CF34s. Wow. Quite effective little things. Oh, this is Tommy's little Saab. Now on the radar. Okay, well, oh, that's not shown on radar. Oh, Darren Emerton, Emirates 380 due in at 13:10. Oh, due out at 13:10. Wow. Okay, brilliant. Ian Austin, what is the issue with what is the situation with the Flybe sale? Well, the latest I heard was that the Stobart Group were going to be doing something with that. So with any luck, it's definitely on the cards that it's going to be the Stobart Group are going to be looking after that, and partly Stobart Group and Virgin as well. Peter Young says your video from yesterday. It's not my video, guys, it's our video. Yours and mine. We did it together. You saw it live with me. The thing was that you guys all had a chance to go back and have another look at it. It was ages before I Yeah, it's still not 24 hours from Tulsa. It's still not 24 hours since we put that up, man. Since we actually filmed it. Oh, there we go. Phil Loxham giving us the full rundown. Stobart, Virgin and Connect Airways will be looking after the Flybe deal. Thanks for that, Phil. Beautifully synced engines, as you can see. Oh, nice. Nice. This is nice. EasyJet, I know. Not another EasyJet, but this is a Neo. So you really get a good idea of these, I think they're Elite 1As. Or is it the PWs that they're using on these EasyJets? 1500 Gs or the blah blah. John Hughes II says he saw the video on USA Today. Wow. But thanks to us, we saw it live yesterday. Well, that's my pleasure. And it was great to have you guys along for that. Joe Smith loving the acceleration on those prop planes. Wow. Wayne's saying that they're Elite 1As, are they? Right, okay. That has actually, Steve Green, I wish I was, my friend. We didn't make any money from yesterday's show, it has to be said. But what we have done is we've put the word out. We've had a lot of exposure, and on the back of it, oh look, on the back of it, of course, a lot more people know about Big Jet TV. I'll be honest with you, I did have a news agency, like a brokerage firm, contact me and ask if they could put, okay, well, we had a couple contact us and ask us to put them on their books. It's a bit of a hard decision, to be honest with you guys, because that's not what we're in this for. We're not in the business of making money by selling our footage. Obviously, we've got monetization on our YouTube. We have the right to do that, as everybody does who has a YouTube account. But really, to be honest with you, I don't like the idea of selling our footage to a news agency or a provider. I would prefer just to get the exposure myself. Yeah, Tommy Ernst saying, there you go, the PR did pay off. Not that it was meant to be PR, but we weren't expecting 3.2 million bloody views on Twitter and all that, or whatever, likes or whatever it is. But yeah, absolutely insane. And like I say, it was just great that you guys were all there to see it happen and unfold live. Like a little set of G90s, look. Or Trent 8s or Trent 1000s. Yeah. Sounds great. Of course, Airbus did have there was quite a big backlog of deliveries due to the LEAP 1A engines. Yeah, smooth, man. Listen to that. Yeah, if you missed it, folks, you need to make sure you turn your notifications on, get your notifications set up, because we hate for you to miss any of the show. Yeah, Premiere, was it Premiere who had the A321 Neos that we filmed the inaugural flight out to the US with Premiere and their A321 Neo, and literally 2 weeks later they went bust. Primera, sorry, not Premiere, Primera. That's a hotel, isn't it? Primera. You know, it did make me wonder, because I know that there were a number of delays of the 321 Neo, sorry, 320 Neo, or the Neo variant of the A320 or 321 from Toulouse with Airbus. But that was down to the backlog of engine deliveries, and I know that Primera did have to actually lease aircraft to fill in for the flights that were booked up with the 321 Neo, and as a result of that, it's possible that that's the reason for their demise, because of the amount of money that they had to spend on leasing aircraft. But it is interesting that, really, if that's the case, then, you know, who's really responsible for paying for that is the big question, because like the issue that Rolls-Royce are having with their Trent 1000s, and of course the some Trent 900s as well, you know, they have to pay for the likes of Virgin and British Airways. Whilst those aircrafts are sitting on the ground, it's costing a tremendous amount of money, and they have had to pay. Rolls-Royce, I believe, have had to foot the bill for the replacement aircraft to be leased. So the leasing company's doing really well at the moment. Obviously, Virgin Atlantic bringing in A330s as replacements for those Dreamliners that they're missing out on. Oh, another Max. Here we go. Sorry. Nick Brown, hope I got that one for you, my friend. David Sargent saying for some reason the notifications aren't coming up on his... The notifications weren't coming up on my phone. Sometimes you actually have to delve a little bit deeper into the settings, because there are... It depends on your device as well, of course, whether you're running an iPhone or an iOS device or whatever. Okay. There we go.
Brian Mitchell saying, or asking, is it true that Thomas Cook is selling their airline? Paul Lovett saying he doesn't see any feed on YouTube. It's definitely there, Paul. I can see it right now on my device.
Thomas Cook want to concentrate on the hotel side more than the planes, apparently.
What's that, mate?
They want to concentrate on the hotels more than the planes now, Thomas Cook.
Yeah. Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying, oh, no. Right, okay.
That's what they want to do.
Wow. Apparently Thomas Cook wanting to spend more time and effort on looking after their hotels than their airline. Wow. Or travel business, really, yeah. Wow, there you go. So that's an interesting one. Wow, Phil Loxham saying Embraer is showing off their private jets at Manchester today. There's a Venom on approach now. Where's this 380, man? What's the physical time, GB? It's got to be close to 1:30, isn't it? Okay, so that's great. Hopefully we'll get that 380. Oh, okay. Okay, let's just have a little look. Beverly Young asking, how long am I here? Well, I'm literally going to be, once the 380 goes out, I'm going to be off, I'd imagine. David Sargent saying there was a Venom at Heathrow too. Wow. Phil Loxham, Venom 300 private Embraer. David Sargent wants to put another tenner in the meter.
No 380s on flight radar here.
What's that, mate?
No 380s here.
Oh no, 380's not on radar yet.
It can only be that one that was parked up, can't it? One that came from Gatwick.
Yeah, could only be the one from Gatwick for sure. Neil Elliott saying, yesterday you, at Heathrow you mentioned the 321 sounded like a 747. The reason the fan blades for both different engines, V2500s on the 321 and 524s on the 747, were designed and manufactured by Rolls-Royce and have very similar profiles, and hence the sound of the engines is very similar. Yeah, and yeah, thanks for that, mate. Great bit of information. And of course, under full power, you know, they're like little Jack Russells, man. Here we go, here it is now. Here's your little Venom. Wow, look at that. Sweet. You know what? I think he actually jumped slightly off the ridge there, and the aircraft just kept going before he managed to put it down. Wow. It's a bit of a UB40 going on here. This town is coming like a ghost town. Yeah, James Greer, it was a long float. I think he actually floated it over the ridge and didn't actually put it down until it was over the ridge. Germania went belly up a few days ago, Dora Gerber, sorry. Wow. Manly Bear, tiptoe landing. Oh, Adrian James, thanks for that, mate. Jonathan Parle is in the house on the Elite channel on Facebook. How are you doing, Jonathan? Welcome to the show. Mikey van der Aaron. Oh, sorry, there we go. Odette Stevens, that's the specials, not UB40. Oh, you guys. It's great, isn't it? Of course it's the specials, man. Yeah, Phil Locks. Yeah. You guys. Never any good on Popmaster, me. Okay, Darren Emerton keeping an eye out for the what? The 3.8. Oh, the 380. There we go, yeah. I like that. Mally Beard asking about going to the Mac Loop in the future. Again, Mally, something I'd love to do. My only issue with going somewhere like that is that we would be doing this. Hello and welcome to Big Jet TV. Look at that field and look at that rock formation, and let's talk about stuff as long as we can, because we might be here all day and not see anything. That's the problem that we've got with going somewhere like that.
Been there and done it.
Have you? You might go there for the whole day and not see a thing.
Yeah.
However, if the MOD were to say, let us know that they were doing exercises, but they would not do that. They would not do that. And not only that, if they knew that we were filming it live, they probably wouldn't like that either. Very, very sensitive stuff with the MOD. So, Nick Brown, the majority of Rolls-Royce fan blades are manufactured at Rolls-Royce's facility in Lancashire. Wow. Is that the, I guess, would be the carbon manufacturing facility there? Oh, is there? Swiss A220 inbound. Georgina Johnson asking for us to come to Australia. Of course, we'd love to come out there, Georgina. Obviously, if we came out to Oz, then we'd most certainly have to do a road trip. So it would be a tremendous amount of preparation. But also, what you have to appreciate is that if you go on some of the sites, airspotters.net, is that the one with all the? Is that the one, Gilly? Airspotters.net, the one with all the in it? No. Spotter Guide. See, there we go. Spotterguide.net. The guys where you can, where you, I know. Spotterguide.net. I went on there the other night just looking for where was it? Where was I looking for? It was Chicago, and there was a big red warning down the bottom. Whatever you do, don't mess with the old bill out there. Number one, I kind of knew that already, but the other thing is, you know, if they pull you up, if they pull up next to you or whatever, don't ignore them, and you know, just do everything they say. Stay in the car, you know, all those sorts of things that you have to be. Step away from the cookie jar and all that sort of thing. You know, get on the ground. You know. Very, very strict procedures out there. So if we do anything with an American airport, we're going to have to go through the airport initially. That's going to have to be our first port of call, and that's a long-winded way round it, because they'd have to advise the local authorities that we're filming there. And of course, when you turn around to them and say we're going to be doing it live, they're more than likely going to go, yeah, you know what, we don't like the idea of that. So it's tricky, folks. We're very fortunate to have what we have here in Europe, I tell you. Caroline Blair just tuned in for the last part of the show. Well, Caroline, with any luck. There's one for Dano down there. DJ's Dano. Jet 2 737. Just down at the end of the lineup there. Just waiting for this A380 to come out, guys.
Okay, TC.
Looky lufty. Yeah, David Rourke, thanks a lot for that. We had a little, we said a little happy birthday to the Boeing company and happy birthday to the Queen of the Skies this morning. 50 years since she first flew 747-100. Well, it's an amazing achievement, really, when you think of it. Okay, we have Emirates on radar, apparently, folks. It's an amazing achievement, really, when you consider in 50 years that they've come as far as they've come with the 747 and the different variants that they've obviously had in their fleet.
Ho-ho! Slam it down, son. I bet their mates were having a bit of a laugh about that one, weren't they? Mind you, probably wouldn't have seen it. First officer would have seen it. It's one for all our German friends out there.
Very strong smell of kerosene, man. I'm guessing a CFM56 power in that puppy there.
Andrew Howarth saying about the fact that it's the ugly orange. I don't like it. on the 380 coming out. Wow, it's a lot of runway that fella used. See how small those, I think they're CFMs. Thomas Hannell tuning in from a stormy Germany. Next is the A220. I love the 220. It's perfectly to the Airbus aircraft family. Well, that's your one. That's not that 220, not that Jet 2 737 that just went out. I'd imagine you are probably, Thomas, talking about the Lufty 320 just went out. Jochen B 380 is moving. Oh, here she is. Joking. Wow. Looks like we might have a little runway inspection after this one. Probably in prep for the 380 maybe. What? What, our one? Okay, it was about 18,000, yeah, something like that. Oh my God. You are joking. Oh no. Wow, guys, the YouTube feed for the go around yesterday's jumped from 18,000 up to 100. What is it, Chili? 135,000 views on YouTube. I mean, I know it's nothing compared to the likes of old Dano at DJs, but man, I mean, when we're used to sort of like, yeah, yes, 30-second clip. When you consider, wow, that is crazy, man. Wow, insane. Mar 1 loves the good noisy sound. It's CFM 56s, I think. Am I right on those
on those little minibuses. Some of them anyway. Mel Noonan. Georgina's off, I think. Oh yeah, Georgina's going to bed. Wow, yeah, of course. It must be way into the night out there in Oz. Paul Lovett says he found us. glad you found us, mate. Yeah, Kiara Willis saying she feels sorry. I did say when I was outside just before we set up that, you know, the pilot of that Dreamliner is kept a relatively low profile. But if that was me, I would have been like, well, guys, you know, I mean, you're more than welcome to come and try it for yourself. I tell you. Because let's face it, you know, the wind is a very unpredictable thing in meteorological terms. Literally, it can, you know, when they say it's gusting 30, all of a sudden, bang, you've got a 50-mile-an-hour gust. Just like that. But no, seriously, it's so unpredictable. So my respect goes out to the pilots, for sure. And that guy should not hide. He should bring himself out and say, well, you know, we got it down, didn't we? Didn't look very pretty on the second attempt, that's for sure. Paul Lovett saying, I still need an answer as to why I can no longer cast from Facebook. Yeah. See you later, Brian Mitchell, off to watch rugby. Wow, Mel Noonan, 12:25 a.m. Okay, so it is pretty... David Ernst confirming that they are CFM 56s. Thank you very much indeed for that, my friend. On the 320s. Ruben, yes, spotting it in Istanbul. We were looking to go out to... Oh, I'm going to have to say it again now, aren't I? Ataturk. We were looking to go out to Ataturk. Have they opened the new? Listen to those engines. Have they opened the new airport yet? Because if they haven't, then you know, I believe they've got some good movements out at Ataturk. And there's the pizza restaurant, isn't it? You can go out on the balcony and watch them from there. So that might be worth having a look at. Again. Yeah. Go on, son. Yeah, Ataturk was... we saw that coming in about half an hour ago, that aircraft, I seem to recall. They've turned that round real quick. KLM 37 on finals, thanks for that. So bring your kids here, folks. Got a great playground for the kids, great place to hang out for family and stand over there by the fence line, watch the planes, enjoy. And for those stormy cold days as well, they've got heated. That's actually heated, you know, they've got like overhead heaters. You can grab yourself some food and go and hang out in the hangar. And obviously they've got, that's obviously a windbreaker there, glazing at the front of it. Nice little thing that they've put on here. Terry's put on the airport perm. do some comments. Let's read some comments out. Decent. Judy Chaston, according to flight radar, that 38 is pirouetting. Oh, Chris Odgers saying avoid Turkish Old Bill. Interesting, interesting. Well, that's where you don't want to be caught out, isn't it? There's one for Wendy and Mikey van der Aren. I wonder if that's the one that we saw going out this morning, or actually not going out this morning. I think this is the one that. No, it can't be. Here she comes. Here she comes. Okay. Everyone's got their own. Everyone's got their own opinions on the livery. It is the one we saw this morning. folks. Wow, what a lovely little sequence that was. And just to finish off, it's like a Max, 2 Max going out, is it? Yes, it is. Gives it away with the little clam shells on the back of those leaves. What's that, GP? It's an Alicante. Just people asking about the parking facilities here at the cruiser. Yes, they do have disabled parking, and they also do have a pay and display system. All I would recommend, folks, so as to not disappoint, is just obviously consider and figure out how long you're going to be here for. If you're going to be here for over an hour, then obviously make sure that you either go out and put more money in the meter, put a reminder on your phone, get a missus to remind you, or something like that, so that you don't fall into the bracket of getting a fine, because it is controlled by a parking. Shot ices, peanuts, hot dogs, get them while they're hot. Hey. Wow, is that 2 hours we've been up here? Wow. Oh. Bonnet de douche. So yes, folks, all the usual facilities here, but just obviously be aware that you've got to appreciate it's a very popular spot for people to come and watch the planes. So if they didn't control the parking here, like probably they didn't in the past, the place would be literally rammo with vehicles out the back there, and as a result, all the patrons and people who want to come and have a meal here at the Boozer would obviously have to park along the road. Obviously, they've restricted that now, so you know, you just need to be aware of all of that. But they'll look after you here, man. You know, they've got a good menu. Like I say, great places for the kids to hang out. Lots of ample outside, you know, seating. If it rains, everyone packs in there, I'm guessing. That's heated as well in there, folks. And look, great place for the kids to hang out. And of course, look, all the way round. You can stand at the fence and watch the Werwer planes. Is that, has he got a horn on that Max? It's not a very good one, is it? Yeah, all right, mate. He's saying, hurry up, will ya? Oh dear. What, your one? Oh my God. You've broken it. Clive Jago, take care, all the best, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Good to have you with us. Good to have everybody with us today. Two-part show, elite only for part two, of course. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time we're up on the south side, there will be a 20-minute preview, and the rest of it, of course, all to you elite guys and girls. Yep.
rest of your lot, folks.
Pardon me. Hee ho ho ha ha hee hee. Wow, what a great day. What a great day. Yeah folks, just a little tiddler coming in. So listen, thank you very much once again for tuning in. And welcome to all of you elite members. I think we've had like nigh on 40 people sign up today. Probably off of the back, it has to be said, of yesterday's show. But really, we're just glad to have you guys along and be able to fill your afternoon or your morning or your evening with some aviation entertainment. Really appreciate you being around and your company. So just to recap, that next Wednesday, make sure you set your reminders. We will be in Dublin on air probably around about 11 o'clock, that sort of time. Neil Warman's coming over there with me as well. I understand we might be meeting up with Jer Dooley there. Probably will, I'd imagine. Probably a better hear him actually as we land. Get Dennis going down, there he goes. And then on, of course, on Thursday, come with us to Broughton in the UK, the Airbus facility, where they will be receiving the test flight in to Broughton for the Beluga XL, and she's a beautiful aircraft. We do have exclusive access there, along with all the other news channels. CNN going to be there. All those boys and girls are going to be there. And we'll maybe, I've spoken with Aaron yesterday about us being on top of the van, believe it or not, at Broughton, having our own little section there. Either way, whatever happens, we will definitely be there on Thursday. And then, of course, the following week, on the Monday, we've got the 747 coming in with a BOAC livery. That'll be on Big Jet TV. The next day, on the Tuesday, we will have the first commercial flight. That'll be fantastic. Oh, yeah, don't forget, next Saturday, DJ Dan from DJ's Aviation, the man himself, will be live and exclusive with Big Jet TV as a guest on Big Jet TV for the Saturday show, and we'll be bringing you that from London Heathrow. Maybe taking Dano to all the different positions that we've got. We'll go to the Renaissance, and I'll be showing him the new position that we've got as well, which I've yet to announce. And of course, don't forget, up on the top of the Hilton Garden Inn. Listen, guys, I just want to say thanks a lot to Sarah and Trish, and of course, Jilly, for looking after us throughout this whole thing. Jilly, I cannot thank you enough. I know you're in my ear right now, and you know, it's overwhelming what you do for us. It really is. And everybody, please appreciate that if it wasn't for Jilly, the show wouldn't be as good as what it is, okay? I just have to say that. And a big, major shout out to Terry at the airport pub right here for looking after us once again. Big shout out to all the guys at Manchester as well, Seb and Rick and all the crew up there at the press office at Manchester. We really appreciate your help. And we'll be back at Manchester once again. I imagine that on the next show, I will probably have that one guy who keeps coming in and saying, when are you coming back to Manchester? He'll literally ask me on the next show, I guarantee it. But listen, folks, thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I don't know whether to say come on England, come on Wales, come on Ireland. I don't care, because I'm not really into the rugby, but may the best team win, put it that way. But anyway, listen, thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be good to the animals, because humans can look after themselves. Just be good to the animals, and be good to yourselves as well. Look after yourselves. Eat well, drink well, and exercise, and get out there and do some stuff. Look after yourselves, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. See you later. Bye-bye.
Start the physics of that.
bored of that. I mean, it's that aspect of aviation that I love. I love the avionics, you know, the flying. But then again, it is quite the simplicity of it. Is if you were explaining it to like a 5-year-old, you'd say like, right, listen, son, we'll go for a drive, and put the plan out the window, go like that with your hand, and your arm will go like that. And they'll go like, wow, yeah, okay, I see that. So because when they depart, I like to get that long shot of when you see the elevators just slowly slice the pitch in. And of course, the speed at which they're going, it becomes lift. You know, the wings actually take the into effect. Nice play, love it. And of course,
I saw that. I was around 11 before the video.
yeah,
It's coming up the M6. The junction, the M6.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, right.
yeah, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And of course, the engine noise and just everything about aviation is just. There you go, folks. How about that? Bit of fun, wasn't it? Some great chat going on there as well. Very funny stuff. And good to see all you guys getting together and enjoying your time on there. Really funny to hear back some of the stuff that I say on these shows, I've got to say. I just remember it like it was yesterday, but it was just like all these things that are always happening, and people come and go and all that, and that was just funny with old DJ from Australia, but yeah, that was funny. He's don't like being on camera. Basically, the bottom line is got a very funny call from his mum. Don't put him on camera. But there you go. Hope you're well, mate. If you're out there in Australia, a bit late for that, unfortunately. But he waved at me as well when I put a camera on him. He didn't go. No, did he? He was like, hello mate, like, and next thing I know is it's like, he was like, don't put him on camera. But love you mate, and I hope you're doing well as everybody else out there as well. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, folks, a little bit later than normal, just because it's a Monday, we've got a lot of orders to procure for all you folks who've ordered stuff from the store. We do this every Monday. Well, actually, we do it all the time. Stuff comes in here that I send out to overseas. Jill is procuring it. Placing an order is not. Please understand, we don't have a warehouse. We don't walk in there, pick it off the shelf and bring it in. We don't have a clothing company or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It is literally ordered and made specifically to your order. So it is, completely bespoke, so to speak. If you want one of these hats in a red with a black logo, for example, or whatever, whichever way you want it, it's all got to be, ordered basically and procured and all those sorts of things. So each order, takes, around about 40 minutes to procure in total. So please appreciate when we've got 20, 30 orders come through after a weekend. It's always very difficult, very busy time. So we'll be back on around about tomorrow, around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but we're going to go through to the evening as well. We're going to do the couch cam because I think that's going to add a little bit of interest and we can all have a good laugh on that one as well, because some of your comments I read out, they're just funny, you know what I mean? And it's just I think it would be a good sort of like more integration, a bit like if you've ever seen what is it, Ginny? What's the show? Gogglebox, there you go. If you watch Gogglebox, you know what we're talking about. That's the kind of thing it's going to be. We're going to be bringing you that tomorrow. But anyway, listen, folks, thank you very much for your company. Hope you're all well. Stay well, be safe, be good to the animals, and give someone a call if you're here. If you think of somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while, or a relative or something like, just give them a call, send them a text, make sure they're doing all right. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, by the way, don't forget to send in your requests for your show requests, make sure they're detailed to feedback@bigjet.tv. Feedback@bigjet.tv. That's where you can send all your stuff through to. But be as detailed as you can. Make sure you're as detailed as you can. But other than that, we'll see you tomorrow around about 2 o'clock. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye bye.